Today, I bring you a short tale of a strange occurrence on the Isle of Skye, one which unfortunately is much lacking in information, but it's a story I personally enjoy and I think deserves a little more attention. The Beast of Odal. On the eastern edge of the Isle of Skye, there sits a town at the narrowest point of the Inner Sound. This town is named Kylerhea, after the mythological hero who appears in the Scottish Fenian narratives. For many centuries, this town would host the small ferry which connected Skye with the Scottish mainland. This crossing point was well used by farmers to bring the Hebridean cattle to the mainland markets. This town and its crossing were very important to the island way of life. So it will come as no surprise that the very first public road in Skye was built leading west from Kylerhea, allowing safer, more consistent travel to the crossing. But the building of this road would be no easy feat, as west of Kylerhea was the Odal Pass, a striking route through the mountains and hills which boasts some of the most wonderful views in all of Skye. So then why was this stunning pass such a stumbling block for the road? Well, local legend has it that the Pass of Odal has long been haunted by something hideous, some malevolent creature. The dreaded Beast of Odal Pass gained a well-deserved reputation for evil and horror all throughout the island. It was said that this spectral creature did not always appear in the same form, and it was believed it could change its shape and morph at will. It was most commonly seen in the guise of an old spectral man waiting quietly on the pass. Its mere sight would be an omen of great misfortune for the unlucky farmer or traveller. Other times, the spirit would appear as a large mutated man with one thick leg, one eye and one arm. It was also reported to appear in the form of a greyhound-like dog, or a wild canine-esque beast prowling the pass at night. The locals told that horrifying shrieks and maddening screams could be heard echoing from the pass at night, and many would not travel that way after dark. Travellers and farmers on their way to the market told tales of their encounters with the creature. Men were often attacked or thrown to the ground by this mysterious horror, before escaping the pass, battered and beaten, but with their life still intact. It is now we return to the building of the first public road. Well, it's safe to say that the workers quickly learned of the local legend, and by Monday morning, not many of them relished working in the Beast's Pass. It was said that local contractors and labourers would have nothing to do with the new road, as they were very well aware of the dangers that lay in the mountains. Eventually, the gathered workmen would tentatively begin the road, and this is where their trouble began. On the first night, as the workmen slept in a small bothy by the pass, there came a great howling scream that chilled the men to their very bones. Rushing outside, armed with picks and shovels, to lay down whatever hideous beast called in the night. They were met with nothing, and the pass lay empty. This was the beast's warning, and the nightly howls continued, keeping the workers awake for several days. This would lead to a great increase in accidents and injuries in the worksite, and after a week of no sleep, and the continuing physical harm, most of the workers picked up their tools and left, wanting no more to do with the beast or the pass. The injuries and sightings of the strange creature would only increase from then on, until one day the workers woke to find the body of a man at the roadside. Who this man was is unknown, but his death was attributed to two deep piercing wounds, one upon his side and another on his leg. It was deemed at the time that these mortal blows could not have been inflicted by human agency. Yet, after the finding of this body, the beast completely vanished, and has never been seen or heard of in the Odal Pass again. The workers would continue, and eventually finish the road, and the legend and tales of the beast from Odal Pass fell to history. Thank you for watching, and a special thank you to my wonderful patrons who help me keep these tales alive. I find this such an odd tale, and it is somewhat infuriating that no more information has come to light on both the beast and the dead man. I personally wonder how it was deemed that these blows could not be inflicted by human agency, and why, if the spirit or creature had such a long legacy in the area, are tales and sightings so unbelievably limited? With John Gregerson Campbell's book, Witchcraft and the Second Sight in the Highlands and Islands of Scotland, the only somewhat credible source that I could find, and even there he alludes to the many tales and history of the Beast of Odal Pass. But for the life of me, I cannot find these stories anywhere. So I now ask all of you, if you have any knowledge of this legend, or even similar tales, please let me know in the comments, and perhaps together we can learn some more of this great mystery. There are many theories and suggestions surrounding the beast. One comes from the well-known folklorist Catherine Briggs, who believes that the spirit of the pass was the ravening ghost of a murdered man, hungry for revenge, and with the killing of the workman, his bloodthirsty appetite had been satiated. This vengeful spirit archetype is very common in many Scottish tales of ghosts or hauntings. But can we really be sure that the beast was only a ghostly apparition? Could it perhaps have been the ancient Skye, angered with the destruction of nature's beauty by the coming road? I found a very tenuous link between the Beast of Odal and a mythological creature found in both Ireland and Scotland by the name of, and I kid you not, the Fachan. The Fachan are creatures related to the giant race, who were said to have one leg and one arm. This beast would hop around, striking out at its prey with the one clawed hand. This sounds eerily similar to one of the shapes our haunting spirit would inhabit. So does this mean that the creature was a Fachan giant of the elder days, still living in the mountains of their more powerful ancestors? Or that the Beast of Odal had once came in contact with these creatures and confined to memory their shape to mimic later down the line? Either way, we may never know, but to me, it would seem that unknown knowledge and unexplainable things still hide within the forgotten places of the world. Until next time, Slán Java.